Thank you to everyone who donated to Heal Galactic War Karma webinar, March's Quantum Healing webinar. We just finished it, and thank you to everyone who was live. We had someone new that was on the live, and we had a couple of new people who donated. Thank you so much. It is such an important webinar because it's explaining why we are in such a war consciousness on this planet in the third dimension. Why humanity is always focused on war, or I should say why the top of the pyramid are always so focused on war. So we dive into that, the galactic wars, the Orion, Lyran, Sirian, Andromedan, Pleiadian wars. We dive deeply into this, what the history is in the Akashic Records, the information on the wars and how to balance the war consciousness. And there's light language transmissions and activations from the ninth dimensional Pleiadian collective, the Sirian and Andromedan high councils, the Arcturian high councils, the Lyran high councils, the angelics, and more and more. There's so many galactic groups that channel their light language through, and it activates the crystalline DNA, the dormant DNA, so that you can help to raise your consciousness, to expand your consciousness. So that's in the webinar. We do a group practice on diving into your own DNA and finding where there is war in your ancestral lineage. We have several group practices in the webinar, and I share a lot of the information that I find in the Akashic Records. So you'll learn so much. You can still register for the living recording. You're going to send me an email at soniawilderwellness@gmail.com. It's in the description box so you can see it. And you're going to ask for the donation link for the Galactic War webinar. And I'll send you the donation link. Just donate whatever you can, whatever you feel the webinar is worth. Some people can donate more. Some people can't donate much, and so they just donate whatever they can. I don't set a donation base because it's up to you to donate whatever you can or whatever you feel the webinar amount is worth. So it's just about an energetic exchange. So if you don't have much to donate, please don't let that deter you from donating so that you can experience the living recording of the webinar. And then once you receive the living recording, you can practice it whenever you want, and you're going to learn something new about yourself every single time you do the hypnosis portion and every single time that you learn the information in the webinar. So I always do a written light language coding right before the webinar starts, or sometimes the night before. This was the night before. And I do a gratitude for the webinar, and that opens up my channels to receive the written light language. I channel this a lot of the time in the dark, the night before, or early in the morning. My gratitude for Heal Galactic War Karma webinar is for the Akashic Records, which is where I got my information from. Here are the light language symbols and codes. These come from a multitude of galactic groups, including the ninth dimensional Pleiadian collective. There is some draconian and reptilian codes in here, and I've been told also some beta and alpha centauri. When you look at the codes, they help to activate your crystalline DNA to help you to expand your consciousness. I'll do my best to read the actual written out light language. Kenoch tahra, can't new or get new rasa, elakara, tane se kanga, and that is restore balance within. There is only infinite love light. I read this in the records and translated it. Very, very powerful light language transmission. So go ahead and take a breath and be open to receive. There's a little light language coming through now. Usutto saptia sakatara atu jokoratea atakaro utu usuptaria da da. Open your heart center and feel your emotions and allow them to flow and increase your consciousness and be more in a state of now and being in your heart. Take a deep breath. So leave a comment below on how that affected you. If it did, if it didn't, that's okay. It will affect you whether you realize it or not. Make sure that you drink clean, healthy water, hopefully spring water or well water, something from the earth that has electrolytes and is living, so that you can flush out toxins that are being released from your cells, and you can bring in more higher crystalline light into your cells. If you are wanting to work with me, my website is still under construction. I'm going through a lot of transitions right now. I had in the last vlog that I did, which I think was a couple of weeks ago, I skipped a week, I don't usually, but my mom's body died and my mom crossed and went into the non-physical. So what we would say, my mom died, but my mom is not dead. She's still very present. She just doesn't have her body anymore. She was old, she was 86, it was her time, and she went peacefully in an unconscious coma state. So I was going through that with my family and helping to wrap up her life and helping my dad, who is still in his body. And there will be more to come. Of course, it's a process, but I had that going on in the last several months. And I had shared that I would make an announcement about what was going on with my family. That's what was going on with my family. It's a huge, huge transition. It's a big deal. I'm not grieving because I am so close with my mom and she's with me. She's within me. I love her. She knows I love her. I was with her in her last days and I let her know and how much I love her and appreciate her, and I kissed her and I held her, and she was very fragile, and it was very difficult for her, but now she's at peace and she's out of that body, and I'm so grateful for that. I never want anybody to suffer, ever. So a lot of people are leaving their bodies at this time. There's a lot of people who are transitioning out of the third density. I have more family members who are probably departing this year. So this is a time to really focus on your health and get really, really clean. This is a time to do cleanses. And I help people with that through my life and my health coaching package. So if you are interested in becoming much healthier and learning how to live a really high vibration lifestyle through diet and movement and wellness, if you've not had a session with me before, I do give a free 20-minute phone or Zoom consultation to answer your questions about my sessions. And you can send me a message through my email in the description box below on when to book a free 20-minute consultation with me, and we'll get you scheduled. My life health coaching package is very extensive, so I can answer your questions in the consultation about what is involved in the life health coaching package. You will be coached by me very closely through email and through, we can communicate through text as well. And I do offer a 14-day juice cleanse to help you to clean out your body. It's very involved, it's very extensive, and I guide people through that every single day of the cleanse. It's very, very powerful. This is a time to clean out your body. We are bombarded with military aerosol. We're bombarded with heavy metals. We're bombarded with all kinds of synthetic chemicals. It's only getting worse. And you have to stay on top of cleansing your body, cleaning it out. So I hope you will consider doing a life health coaching package with me. I love helping people to clean out their bodies, clean up the diet, simplify your diet, and live your very best life. So thank you so much for tuning into this. I appreciate you so much. I will be announcing April's quantum healing webinar. All webinars are donation based at the very beginning of April, and I will announce on here when my new website has been launched, where my webmaster and I were simplifying it. So streamlining it. I will no longer be taking bookings through my website. That's very complicated. I'll be taking all bookings for my sessions through my Gmail, soniawilderwellness@gmail.com. So send me an email and let me know when you want to book or when you want to have a consultation, and we'll get you scheduled. I love you. May you have a wonderful moment wherever you're at in the world.